Hey kids, are you ready for the Monday Metal Ramble? Well, you better be because it's Monday and it's time to rock and listen to me talk about slot car crap. Are you ready? Let's go. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had an outstanding weekend. I had a busy work week, so I didn't get a lot done this week. Not a lot done slot track wise or anything like that, unfortunately. You know how it goes, man. Life's busy sometimes. And my job was really busy and it stank. More than usual stank. So, yeah, it smells. But hey, that's all right. I had a really nice weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend and are refreshed and ready for the new week. Yeah, well, you know. Today was all right. It was a Monday. Mondays are Mondays, you know? Yeah, so anyway, you know, it's all good. So, welcome to any new subscribers. This is my weekly ramble where I just kind of talk about the things, my slot car world and what's going on in it, and some other stuff like that, and what have you. So there you go. Usually you get to see my dog, who's going to make an appearance this week. She did not last week, so that's not cool. But yeah, and thanks to all my existing subscribers. I appreciate everybody, new subscribers, old subscribers, all you guys. You guys make this channel happen. I do this just for you guys and for fun, you know? It's a lot of fun racing slot cars. It's a great hobby. It has an amazing community, which is, you know, something we're going to talk about here in a moment. I want to give a shout out to a couple guys who are on the mend. Pat from Pat's Slots, he's hopefully getting better, and Luke MX69, hopefully you're healing up too. So shout out to both you guys, prayers for you. We're all behind you. Heal up as quickly as you can, man. Get back to racing slot cars, having fun, being a kid. So, all right. Back to the community thing. I need to give a shout out to Scott's House of HO. Scott, I mentioned this last week, but Scott's helping me sell some of my old HO slot cars that I really don't use anymore, and they're going to really good homes of guys that are really into the hobby and appreciate the old cars that they are, and what have you. And he's helping me do that, and a huge thank you to Scott. He's really been awesome in this, and we're going to get him taken care of and all that. It looks like Phoebe's here. Phoebe, you want to make your appearance now? Come on. Up. Sit. Good girl. Are you pretty? Are you pretty, girl? You are pretty. Come on. Come here. Come here. Fist bump. Fist bump. Come on. No. Fist bump. Yes. Good girl. Phoebe's my wonderful 7-year-old golden retriever. She goes mountain biking with me and other stuff and likes to cause problems. Every now and then she likes to chase the cars around. We're doing a Phoebe featurette that I am working on for at the request of Mayor and Sweet Jane. I have not forgotten. I actually filmed some footage today. I am into RC tanks, and she loves and hates them. And today Track Girl was over and we filmed Track Girl torturing the dog and the dog barking at the tank for a minute or so, and we're going to put that into the little featurette. And I'm going to have some pictures of her, like from when the time I actually acquired Phoebe till all the way up through now. I've got a little collage set up that Dan, my editor, is going to help me do. Then we're going to have a couple other little videos, like of her playing ball and stuff like that. You. You. Boop. Boop. Good girl. Can you let me do my show now? Okay. We're glad you made an appearance, though. Yay. You're a pretty dog feed. All right. Yeah, so Saturday night we actually had an auction. I was there for the auction. It's weird seeing your really old slot cars getting auctioned off. It's an odd feeling. Jim described it as somewhat melancholy, and that's a good way of putting it. But I'm really happy that they're going to great people, and it's really going to help me out with some of my med bills, so that's really cool. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to the guys that are also helping out: Phil, Paul, Ed, Rick, Steve, Mark the Mayor, and Jim. You guys are great people, and thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys stepping in and helping as well. So that's really cool. Thank you from the bottom of my leaky heart. And that's true. I actually got a leaky valve. It's great. I'm not kidding about that. But we're keeping an eye on it. We're doing the best we can. That's all we can do. The Hat Man, Dirty Dave, and myself are waiting on some cars that have been back ordered since like summer. So Dave ordered one back in the summer, and so did I. They're both the same brand of type of car, brand of car when they come in. I mean, they're Carrera cars, but you know, like Ferrari and what have you. They're not Ferraris though. But you'll see when they come in. And Dave the Hat Man's got one too. Stop, okay? We're done with you for now, okay? Stop it. Don't get exempted. All right. So anyway, we're waiting on those back ordered cars. Those may actually ship this week. And Dirty Dave's also he's gonna pick up a hot rod of some sort. I'm not sure what kind yet, but it's not a Mopar, so yeah, should be a Mopar, but it's not my car. So there's no wrong way to slot car. Whatever brand you like, it's all cool. I'm just saying that, but I do love Mopars a lot. So anyway, especially when it comes to old hot rods, since I have the Belvedere and all out there in the garage, my 1-to-1 slot car. All right, so what else we got to go over here? Yeah, hopefully those will ship this week. This is really interesting. The Hat Man actually is moving into a bigger house, and there's a guy selling a huge track here in town. The Hat Man may pick up 150 feet of track, 7 double lane changers, 3 pit lanes, 2 Bluetooth dongles, 124 cars, remote controls, everything. The guy wants $1,000 right now. Dave's going to try to offer him a little less and see if he can get it. I don't know if he's done that yet. I have to pick his brain and see if he checked into that this weekend. Hopefully he did. But if he did, that's really cool, and I'm going to have to hit him up and see if maybe we could get a second pit lane over here. I bet if I ask him nicely, he might, be able to let me do that. So that would be really cool, and a whole box of cars. So we may have some interesting videos if that happens. I'll help him get them cars running. So anyway, that's really cool and interesting news. We did a live today, Den and I. Den picked up a GoPro that him and I are going to. We split the cost on. We're going to share usage of it because Den's actually going to start a slot car channel for his auto repairs that he does, because he helped me like with the Belvedere, and he works on his own cars. He's got his own hot rod at home and all that stuff, and so he's going to get a hot rod channel started. I'm going to help him with that since he helps me with mine, so that'll be really cool. But anyway, we picked up that GoPro and we were able to do the blimp cam finally, which is really cool. We're working on perfecting it and where it's going to sit and all that, then trying to figure out how we can work it into the races. We're going to try to do that possibly with the dual view thing that we've done on a few of the really old races. We had dual views. I don't know if we can do it yet live, because the way the camera works, you control it through your phone, but I don't know if you can send an email to your cell phone and then join the chat like with some of the channel the chatting softwares, because I don't do it enough that I'm going to pay for one of Slot Yard or one of the other ones that add it so you can actually add a second cam. But if we can do that when we're filming our races, that'd be really slick, because then we'd have the blimp view where you could see all the cars on the track going around, in addition to the nice bigger view from the cam over there. So that's something that's going to happen soon. We're going to have a POV video driving around the track. Just to have one. It'll be kind of cool. If you like that, we'll have that as a separate video that you can watch. Might put it where the trailer is. That would be a cool spot for it. Because I kind of think those POV videos are neat. They're kind of a one and done thing, so it'd be a perfect spot like where the trailer is on the channel page. So something to think about. That's probably going to happen soon. And while we were here also, we did a bunch of filming of stuff for like some new intros, and we're going to try to do maybe a new trailer. Some new, like I said, intros for like this show, and like what we do for our races and our regular things. Maybe have specific ones, new unboxing, and have an unboxing specific intro or something like that. But anyway, we got some great shots of some slides, some packs, some drone shots, some drive-by shots, some really cool ones. So those will be coming out. And Den's a great editor, so that's going to be really sweet. But if you look at that live, it actually, I held the phone up to the camera so you guys could kind of see it, what it looks like when we look at it. We did film it once, but we didn't have enough light. It looked really good on the camera, but it looked like ass. Well, not like ass, but it was real stuttery because there wasn't enough light. I might throw it up on the channel. So, throw up. I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, not the best joke in the world, but it seemed funny when I thought about it. So, but like I said, I might throw that video up on the channel just for you guys to check out. It doesn't look that great, but we'll get it better. But it did actually show the whole track from above. And we had it right where the blimp is. We had to move the blimp, in fact, to do it. And we were using that new handy-dandy multi-purpose clamp thing. I think you guys have seen it. I actually put a link to it at the last chat. I'll throw it in again, but you can put this clamp anywhere and move it virtually anyway. It's got 2 arms on it. It's really nice, and it's only about $30. If you do film a lot, it's really handy to have. So I'll put that down into the chat below, so that'll be cool. And you can check that out if you're interested in one. All right, so that was kind of a long-winded thing talking about that. So anyway, very cool. Not a lot of videos this week. Like I said, I was busy with work. We didn't have any new car unboxings. I did work a lot on the actual track light gantry. Sorry, the lighting tower for the track. I have one done, and there is a video of it. I'm going to go grab it, and I'll let you guys see it. But the video of the build of that will be coming out probably tomorrow. So we did get that done, and that's coming. The Phoebe featurette's coming. I'm hopefully going to get to a couple other things. Let me go grab that tower, though, so you guys can see it. Sorry I didn't have it ready. My bad. But these things are kind of impromptu, you know? Phoebe's laying right here. That's good. All right, so check it out. There's your diffuser. I put some mirrored paper in there to get as much light of it as out of it as possible. And it's cool because you can thread. It's got a hole in it, so you can thread it through. And I did test it, and it works. And then it's got this right here where you can put the screw in and then secure it to your track so it doesn't fall over. And it looks really nice. I did a nice gray. It's cool. It's got a little door right there. So this is from Racetrack Scenics. In retrospect, I probably should have painted this black or gray to match the wire itself, but you know, it's not that big a deal. If I really want to get silly about it, I always can hit it with some gray again. Actually, yeah, I can do that because it's the same color. So I'll fix that. Anyway, I've got one more of these to build. And so this is for the night races. I'm going to talk about the night races here later in the show. So nice product. You can get a 2-pack of those for $25. I will put a link to that down in the description. So what do you think of those? Let me know if you guys want to. Please give me a comment in there. So I didn't get to getting the guide changed on the Scaly truck. This one, the massive 132 truck that's really a 124 truck. And an interesting problem, if you saw the videos, so these both have Carson chips in them. They're both Scalys. I love both of these a lot. So I set these up on some ghosting for just some, I was filming, you know, and well, now they're stuck in ghost mode. And I've heard that those Carsons can do that. And that's really annoying. And I haven't sorted it out yet. I did a reset on the track and that didn't fix it. Somebody mentioned he didn't think that would fix it, and I agree. I didn't think it would, but I gave it a try. Anyway, I'm going to take them apart and unplug the chip. I imagine that'll do it. Then I'll have to reset it, which is fine. But it's kind of silly that those Carson chips costing $43 do that. And I've actually heard people talk about that. So that's kind of horse shit, to be blunt. I try not to swear, but I'm going to go with horse shit on this one. So yeah, that really bothers me that they got stuck like that. You know, I haven't had, we had some problems with the Pioneers being a little bit goofy. I've heard that Scalies have the problem more so than other cars, though. So that's kind of interesting. And I mean, Scalies is what you buy them for, or anything. Scale Extric, I call them Scalies. But somebody might get a kick out of that doesn't like Scale Extrics. I think they make fine stuff. Some of their stuff could be a little bit better, but I don't know. I mean, I have three of their vehicles, and I like all of them. They run great, and my Pagani's probably one of the better GT cars in our whole lot, and we have a lot of GT cars here. So, I don't know. Anyway, but it's just interesting, that problem with the Carson chip, and that really annoys me. Which actually brings me to my next point. I mentioned that I was going to reach out to Sleeve about the slot speed chips that will do the same thing as the Carson chips, but they won't do that crap, which is something that Steve actually specifically tested for, them working in ghost mode, not having problems, and you being able to switch them back and forth. At any rate, I reached out to Steve, and Steve's going to work on making me a couple chips, so that's in process. He is down in Aussie land, so it will take a while for them to get here once they are done, but that's really cool that we got that moving forward. So thank you, Steve Metal. And we will do a install of it and a review and all of that stuff, and hopefully he'll get those babies on the market soon. So that's really cool and exciting. Great news there. Sticker exchange. So we had one come through, and here it is, a really cool sticker. This is by Greg from Clearwater 124. So thank you, Greg. We really appreciate the sticker. I'm working on trying to make a back wall or somewhere to put these stickers at. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to stick them anywhere, no pun intended, until I really know where I want them, and I might tape them where I want them so that if I do decide on a more permanent place. So I know that Jim sent me a few stickers, and so is the mayor. So that's cool. I think Adam's going to send me some, the original Adam Hurt, and Scott probably will once we get everything sorted out. And he sends me thing. I actually want an HO Christine that I'm going to put on top of the slot garage here. It'll look really cool. And then I want to get another car for the other side. I got a gargoyle over there right now because I had one laying around and it was Halloween. I just never removed it. So anyway, very cool. Thank you again, Greg. We really appreciate it. So if anybody wants to do a sticker exchange, let me know. Send me an email at tojuracing@yahoo.com. The address is also on the YouTube channel. If you do more, you can see the address, the email in there. Any of the other guys that have channels and want to add your email to your channel, you might want to do that. It's nice that it's in the more. People can look and contact you, and then they don't have to reach out, which is cool. Just a little tip. If you want it there. You might not want it there, and I understand if you don't. So anyways, there we go with that. All right, what else we got to go over here? We didn't do any racing this last weekend. Just needed a week off. It was a busy week. Didn't have time. Dave and I didn't even mess around Friday night after our weekly Mexican dinner. We just watched the movie and laughed a bit. So anyway, we should have the crew here this weekend. I'm not sure who's all going to make it. I got to put a message out, but I think most of the crew should be here this weekend. We might do it Friday night. We might do it Saturday night. I don't know yet. I'll see what works for them more. We may go live, we may not, but we are definitely going to film some races, so we'll have some new race videos coming. Hopefully, we can maybe even have the blimp view on that. I got an idea I'm going to go over with Dan on the whole blimp view thing that hopefully will work out. Wow, this one's getting long already. Sorry, had a lot to go over this week, and we're still not done, but we're just about finished. All right, this Saturday, more of my HO slot cars will be auctioned off at Scott's if you're interested in seeing it. On Scott's Saturday night show at 7:15 at Scott's House of HO, and that's 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that will be really cool. I'll be there too to say goodbye to my cars. Anyway, yeah, more of those will be going off this Saturday night if you're interested in tuning in. All right, it's just about time for the 5. But first, I'm thinking about doing some track changes, and you're going to have to walk with me. So we're going to do this as another section of the video because I got to move the camera around. So hang on. We'll be right back. All right. So there's Phoebe laying there. Phoebe, you pretty? Hey, baby. All right. So I've been thinking about a track change. I don't know if you guys saw on the community page, I had a design that kind of came up that changed the track a little bit. And Den's working on Den's retired now, so he's got time to work on stuff. He's like going to make a cat of the room. And we're trying to figure out, he wants to do like a U-shaped thing, but I just don't know about that here. And the other problem is my breaker box is down there, see? And we have to have a way to get to the breaker box, whether it be here or down there. So I was thinking, and this is my thought, maybe make the table a little shorter, but go ahead and bring it out all the way to here. And then push it up against the wall. I have to still have access to my stoop. So we might have to cut a little bit off, like 1.5 feet. But we could add like 4 feet that way and make it, you know, one big long. And possibly, since we're moving it in, maybe add another foot to it that way. It would be shorter, but it would be a lot wider. Like, yeah, actually right here. Here's where the extension I added is. So we could actually, oh, I didn't even know that. That would make it real easy. I don't have to do any surgery to that table. Then move that all the way against the wall. And we could get some grabbers. But, I mean, right now, you can almost reach it. So, but if we did go ahead and move this all the way out, it wouldn't be all the way out to there. It would be in 2.5 feet. So you got to think it's actually going to be right about there when you move it in. It'll be shorter, but, I mean, right now, you can almost reach all the way across the track. So if we got some of them grabby things, we certainly could do it. Now, working on the track would be a lot more challenging. So, I don't know yet. It's just something we're thinking over. And I also thought, you know, maybe we could move it down there against the wall and make it longer, and then maybe do something here with this and bring like it, angle it out. I don't want to lose too much walking room in this area. Now, eventually, the dock's going to go out there because Pinbot on the end there is going to go away. All my pinball machines are broken right now. It sucks. But my friend Dane is helping me. We got new power supplies done in these and refreshed. I think that the Black Knight and Flash will work, and I really don't want to get rid of those. That was like my first pinball machine, and Black Knight's just, you know, that's when I played as a childhood and ate so many quarters, and it's such a fun machine to this day. Pinbot is probably going to be the one to go. Then I can move the dock out there. I thought about moving the games and all this upstairs. It'd be nice to leave at least one machine down here, but if we got room over here and got this out, that would certainly give me more room to have a bigger track. And then maybe I could go against the wall and maybe do something then U-shaped in that aspect. It's kind of like this, and then maybe have something like that at this end too. I don't know. But anyway, it's just something I'm thinking about. You know, if anybody wants to comment below, please do. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. And I think that's where I'm going to put the first light. Because, let me show you here. So that red light, that's a actual red light from a stop sign I picked up at a garage sale. And if you look, it grants a really nice low light situation where you can still see objects on the track, except for down here. This is pretty dark. But what I'm going to do is where that, I'm going to move the clock to where that is, and then move this down here, maybe slightly over here, so that that'll kind of be in the middle of the track. Then hopefully that will disperse the red light over the entire track. And I think it'll look pretty cool for the night races, and that way you'll still be able to pick out your car pretty good versus just a set of headlights. Even though we are going to have more track lighting. Like I said, I'm going to put that one there. I've got another one, and you know, I'm going to put that where the light's probably lowest again. Once I move that red light, probably over there in that corner, I'm thinking. But I might add some more of those light towers, because you can get a 2-pack for $25 from Racetrack Scenics. I think I mentioned I'll put that down in the description field as well. So anyway, and then I've got a lit billboard and a lit gantry I've got to put together as well, and another light tower. So anyway, all right, so that is what I wanted to kind of go over, was the track changes we're thinking about doing. And that'll give me a bigger table, and then, you know, it'll be a complete redesign of everything. It would be cool to add a second pit lane, because you know, it would be nice to pick up a safety car and add a pit lane for the safety car, a second one. Then if we didn't want to use the safety car, we'd have 2 spots to gas up, which would be really cool. So anyway, time for the final section called the 5, and we're going to switch our angle. Metal. All right, kids, it is time for the 5. So, first one, Slot Car Universe. He runs on a Carrera Go track, does lots of cool car videos, unboxing, showing all the great details, then has some really nice production racing videos around. So check it out. Give him a like, give him a sub. Spread the hobby. We appreciate it. Second one, G-Bud's Custom Speed Shop. G-Bud does some amazing work with HO cars, fully custom cars from the ground up, and tuning tips and all kinds of stuff. Amazing technical stuff. So check out G-Bud if you get a chance. Give his page a thumb up and check out his videos. And, you know, give him a sub too, of course. Like, sub, thumbs up. All right, next one, not a slot car page, but I mentioned one of the other gravity racing pages. This one's really cool, Chaos Canyon Gravity Racing. So check that out if you like the Hot Wheels gravity racing. They do some really cool stuff. They use a semi in some of theirs, and the car's got to try to stop the semi, like Death Race and stuff. And now and then they do. It's really cool. Check out Chaos Canyon. Next one, brand new channel, Stingray Johnny's Slot Car Tips and Tricks. He's an HO channel. He's got some really cool videos. He's just got a few up right now, but give his channel some love, give him a sub, give him some thumbs up on the videos, make a comment, and all that. And for our big one this week is a well-known one. Everybody knows him, Slot Car News, Dave Kennedy's page. He covers all the new slot cars, Carrera and what have you, from many of the different brands. And everybody knows Dave. He puts out a lot of videos and keeps everybody appraised of things. So he does some great work. And the video of the week. This is a really neat one. It's Viper Scale Racing, and they're making little micro racing tracks you can put together yourself to do little designs and come up with stuff. And they're little tiny pieces that are small, really small, micro track. Anyway, I'll put the video down below. Like I said, I'll put links to all this stuff that I just mentioned down below in the description field so you can easily go check them out. But they're really neat, and they're working on making these, I guess. I'm not quite sure if they're available yet. But you might be able to ascertain that. I didn't get a look at the description field into it more. I just watched the video and saw that, and I'm like, okay, that's got to be the video of the week, but I didn't get time to look closely into it. But anyway, like I said, anyway, we'll put a link to all this down below. You can check it out. But like I said, yeah, little micro racing track that you could make little designs put together. You could trace it out on paper. Really a neat little thing, you know? So yeah, so check that out. So yeah, I do the 5 every week to just let everybody know about some different sites that they can go check out, you know, to spread the hobby around, because the hobby's great. And there's no wrong way to slot car. It doesn't matter what size slot cars you do, what you do with them, whether you're like into tuning, you're into just racing, you're into just crashing, racing with the kids, racing with your friends, you know, ghost cars, whatever it is. There's no wrong way to slot car. Remember that, everybody. So have fun with them. We get to be kids again, and that is an awesome thing, especially for us middle-aged folk. You know what I mean? That is metal, as I like to say. So yeah, promote the hobby. You know, get somebody new into the hobby if you can. My neighbor Patrick, he actually came down and enjoyed racing, and he's hopefully probably going to make it back this week, and he might end up getting a car. You know how it goes. It doesn't take long. You know, get that controller in their hand if they're a car enthusiast, and chances are they're going to be a new slot car racer. So, very cool stuff. So, all right, everybody. So, race your slot cars. Be a kid as often as possible. Remember, there's no wrong way to slot car. Everybody have a fantastic week. We'll catch you next week on the show. Metal. See you later, Slot Cowboys. Race on.